With over 300 languages spoken in London, there appears to be increasing demand from parents for their children to learn their mother tongues, whether it be Urdu, Polish, Swahili, or in the case of a new cultural centre in Peckham, Yoruba. It's the language spoken in Nigeria and it's aimed at keeping the language alive. But why is it so important to speak right here in London? Well, Tolu Adeoye has been finding out.
An introduction to the Yoruba language for toddlers of Nigerian heritage. But it's not just the little ones that are learning in this session. The class is for parents too, one of a number held at this dedicated centre in Peckham.
A lot of kids grow up not speaking, their parents didn't teach them Yoruba because they spoke English, especially migration as well, coming to the UK. People just felt it was okay to just, they don't want their kids to speak with a funny accent or Nigerian accent, so they kind of like abandoned teaching their kids their mother tongue. But I think with us, second generation, younger generation, we realised that that was a mistake that our parents had made with not teaching us our language, and we want to have that connection to our roots.
Bemi uses nursery rhymes to teach the toddlers. Hannah and Tosin have been coming since the start.
My parents are both Yoruba, but they didn't speak the language to myself, so I don't understand it, I don't hear it, I can't speak it, but I would really love my children to know where they're from and be able to speak it.
It's so easy being in the UK to forget about your heritage and things like that, and I don't really want that for my children. I want them to take their language with them and be confident, speaking it just as though a French person will be confident speaking French.
It's fitting that the centre has been opened here in Peckham, which is of course nicknamed Little Lagos. But with over 300 languages spoken across London, it's not just here where there's an interest in keeping languages going across generations.
YouTube channels, Facebook, innovative methods are being created, and I think what is important is to celebrate multilingualism and not to be deterred also by negative attitudes to being multilingual.
Some cultures have stronger traditions than others when it comes to passing languages on.
Soy means water.
It's common for children of Chinese heritage to attend Chinese school, but this tutor says she's now seeing a greater interest in her home lessons.
On top of Chinese school and Cantonese playgroup, parents kept asking me to do a private tuition at their house, so it's a trend now.
For Jean, it was crucial for her children to speak Cantonese to connect with their heritage.
Their father, my husband, is not Chinese, he's English-Scottish, and so because we wouldn't naturally be speaking Cantonese at home, it felt even more important for me. I speak to them exclusively in Cantonese, even in front of their father, so it's interesting to see the children switch from Cantonese to English.
Back at the Culture Tree Centre, Bemi has plans to expand the number of classes to meet the growing demand.
So what would your tips be for someone like me who can understand Yoruba? My parents spoke it at home, but I've never really been able to speak it myself.
I think the problem a lot of people think is if I don't have the pronunciation, then I won't speak it because people will laugh at me. But let go of that. Just try and just practice. Practice, and don't be shy to speak, even with an accent.
Tolu Adeoye, BBC London News.